Writers, we're getting so close. We are almost there. Can you feel it? Are you getting excited for our writing celebration? Well, you've done some great work this week. I know that you are really working on revising your story. Today, what we're going to do with our work is we are going to edit. And the word edit, it means to check for capital letters and punctuation. Editing also usually requires you to check spelling, but this time we're only going to focus on capital letters and punctuation. Now I want you to think for a minute. Do you know when you need to add capital letters? Do you know? Think about it. Let's see if you got these ones. Well, we have it down here. Capital letters. We add them. Always the word I is capital. Names for people like Mary or Dr. Brooks, or the name of a store like Macy's or Target, or the name of anything really. And the beginning of a sentence. The beginning of a sentence always has a capital I, names, in the beginning of a sentence. So that's when we use capitals. Now let's talk about punctuation for a second. Well, punctuation is kind of like traffic signs that writers use to tell readers how to read things. Here's one. We have a period. This is one of our end punctuations. We can put a period at the end of a sentence to tell the reader, stop, come to a stop, don't keep reading. We also, as writers, can use a question mark. And a question mark tells the reader, we want you to go up with your voice when you're reading this. Like, where are we going? Who was that at the door? Why are you following me? Our voice goes up. And then another end mark that we have is exclamation point. And an exclamation point, we add that to show the reader that there's strong feelings here. Very, very strong feelings. It could be excitement or anger or happiness or fear. This shows the reader that you have to read it with energy. Now, what would happen if we didn't use punctuation? Well, I just want to show you this. This is a piece of my writing, and I decided to take out all the capitals and all the punctuation. And what I want you to do is just listen and look the way this sounds. We went back to our homework, but the sound came back again. Scratch, scratch. We froze. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Asked Annie. I said, I don't know. Whoa, that sounds like a mess, right? And I almost ran out of breath. I didn't capitalize Annie or I. No punctuation to let us know when to stop. Now look at what it's really supposed to look like. I'll read it again. We went back to our homework, but the sound came back again. Scratch, scratch, scratch. We froze. Whoa, whoa, what was that? There's a question mark. Asked Annie. I said, I don't know. So you can see the difference, and you can see why we really need capitals and punctuation. Okay, so what I want you right now to do is I'd love for you to get out your dry erase tools, and then we could do this together. So pause the video until you get your dry erase tools. Okay, well, welcome back. So this is Tom's story. And this was this first page, but it does need to be edited. So what I want us to do is together, I want us to look for capitals and punctuation and see if any of that needs to be added in. And here's what I like to do, and you can do this too. Would you like to use a teacher pen? You could. When you're doing this for your own writing, because that's what you're going to do next. We're going to practice together, and you're going to do next. You could get like a colored pen or a colored pencil if you like to make your changes. It's kind of more fun to do that, I think, but it's up to you. So let's take this line by line. I was riding my bike. What do you think so far? He's got a capital I right here. I was riding my bike, the sun was shining. That's kind of too much. I sort of feel like he needs a period right here to stop. Did you know that too? Now, if there's a period here, what does the next letter need to be? Exactly, it needs to be a capital. Just like that. The sun was shining, a warm breeze tickled my arm, and I hummed a happy tune. Do you see anything here that needs to be changed? You can write it down on your board if you want. Exactly. I is always a capital letter. It has to be capital, right? I hummed a happy tune all of, whoa, wait. And I hummed a happy tune all of a, no. We need a period here. It needs to end right here. Now, what do you need to do after a period? What does the next word have to have? Yep, a capital. All of a sudden, my tire hit a bump, and then, yes, he got the rest of it right. All right, teachers, let's look at the next page. We'll do the same thing. We'll go line by line. I fell off. It hurt. Okay, take a minute, look at your board. Is there anything that needs to be changed here? What do you think? No, look at capital here, and we have an exclamation point and a period, so we know when to end. Excellent. Ow, I yelled. Do you see anything that needs to happen here? You can write it down on your board. Well, I. Did you see that? The I needs to be capital. And around dialogue, we need quotation marks. Okay. Ow, I yelled. It felt like lightning hit my hand. My hand was. Wait a minute. No. That makes no sense. It felt like lightning hit my hand. My hand was. Where should we end that sentence? It felt like lightning hit my hand. Probably there, right? And then this has to be, you guessed it, capital. My hand was bleeding. And I'm going to work on that last page, but now it's your turn. You are going to get out your writing, and you can pick, if you like, you can do a teacher pen, colored pencil if you want, and edit your work. See if you missed any capitals or punctuation and add them in, because we know that without it, it can't be good writing.